So, to know more about the Japanese cuisine, here we have Tessie with us. Welcome, Tessie, to the show.
Hello.
By now, you guys know who she is. She was here multiple times to help us cook so many dishes from different countries. So, let's ask her what she's going to cook for us today.
Thank you, Jerry, for having me. Today we're going to be making shrimp tempura sushi roll.
Oh, sushi.
Have
Wow.
you had sushi before?
Honestly speaking, Tessie, I haven't tried this at home. I only tried this at restaurants. So, you know, it's a good experience, but I get to know how we can make this at home.
Yes, it's very easy, and I think that once you actually try this out, you'll probably not go back to the restaurants.
Okay, so let's get started.
Okay.
So let's get with the ingredients. All right.
Okay, so first we have some cucumbers. These are thinly sliced so that we could have assemble it at the end. We have 1 cup of rice. This is sushi rice so that it's sticky. We have the tempura batter. This is what we're going to be using to fry our shrimp in.
Okay.
We have some cream cheese that's cut into small pieces. We have some ginger slices. We have avocado, 1 avocado which is sliced into small pieces, a little bit of mayonnaise, wasabi, you have to be a little careful with this. We have some black sesame seeds. We have some sriracha sauce. We have a seaweed that we're going to actually use to assemble the sushi.
Okay.
We have shrimp. This is about 1 pound of shrimp, and you have to make sure you get the large.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
that when you stretch it, it actually is larger.
All right.
So we have white sesame seeds, we have some soy sauce, we have oil for the frying of the shrimp, and finally we have our breadcrumbs with some flour
Okay.
to just dust it off before we fry our shrimp.
All right. So let's get cooking.
Yes. So Jerry, let's get started with the shrimp tempura portion of it, right?
All right.
So first what I'm going to show you is this is all these shrimp that you see here.
Okay.
These are all stretched out. And how I did that was first I took off the shell and I left the tail portion of it. After that I deveined it, right? And I took, you also look in the back if there's any like...
So you take off the legs, you take off the shell on the top. Okay.
And after that I will show you, I'm going to cut it into like just halfway, you're not cutting the actual shrimp, you're just cutting it so that we could stretch it.
Right, just give a slight cut to it so that you can rip it off, like stretch it. Right, okay.
So you ready?
Okay.
Okay, so first let's just turn on the stove with some oil.
Okay.
And you're just gonna put enough oil that you need to fry the shrimp.
So is it kind of a shallow fry or you want it more deep fry?
More shallow. I don't think we need more. You see, like this is
Yes,
good enough.
okay,
Just
alright.
just to cover halfway, and then we'll turn it over and fry the other side. Okay?
You want it on low heat, correct?
Yes, low heat.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm gonna take this shrimp, and as I told you, we took off the shell. I'm just gonna cut. And take off. You see like this little.
Oh yes, you see.
You see this little vein right here. We're just gonna take that off. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do the other side. And just put that vein on there.
Right.
And then we're just gonna cut the other side slowly. Just gonna cut in the middle. as you can see, like
Right.
there's this little brown thing. You don't need that. This is actually bad for you, so you just want to take that out. I'm just gonna cut more lower, so you can see there's still more in there. Just enough
Okay.
to the tail.
All right.
Okay, so now we deveined it, and we took out, you know, what was bad for it, for us.
Yes.
And now I'm just gonna, I told you we're gonna do the slight cuts.
Okay.
So I just do 3. You can do as much as you need. Just a small cut into the shrimp, and I do one right next to the tail. Okay. And this is the part where you're stretching. You have to be very gentle.
Okay.
The shrimp is already, you know, breaking apart because we were cutting it
Sure.
everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you just press it together, and you'll feel this little click. You saw it like,
Right.
move a little.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do one more time. I'm just gonna press it, and you see how it like breaks apart
Right.
and it stretches. That's
Wow,
all it is.
Okay. It's just like normally it's curved shape, so
Yes.
you're just making it straight.
You make it straight, and plus because we're putting it in the sushi roll,
Right.
you don't want it to be a curved sushi. It's
Correct.
better if it's stretched out, and you can put it in and cut it into pieces.
Oh, so that's why when I go to restaurants, you always get the shrimp which is straight enough.
Straight, yeah,
Right.
exactly. Okay, so now what we're gonna do.
The
is
oil is hot, I
yes,
guess.
I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit,
Okay.
just so that it's enough for when we put it in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and just gonna ask if you can get me the batter.
Oh. Okay, Tessie. So how is this batter made?
Okay, so this is called a tempura batter, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just literally 1 cup of flour to 1 cup of water, and you put 1 egg. And the water
Okay.
has to be ice cold water when,
Okay.
when you're mixing it, so that
Alright.
it mixes well. And I'm just gonna, because it's been sitting there for a little bit, I'm just gonna mix it a little bit. I'm gonna grab a little spoon and just to mix it a little bit.
Okay. So it has. I just repeat myself. It has 1 egg
1 egg,
and flour,
1 cup of flour,
Right,
and
and
ice cold water.
ice cold water. Okay.
Yes. So that's all we need, just to make sure that it's nicely mixed.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna ask for you to bring that closer. Thank you.
Okay.
We're gonna use 1 shrimp, and we're gonna use the tail of the shrimp. As you can see, because we stretch it, it's easier
Yes.
for us to dip it.
Right.
So first, I'm actually gonna take this over here because it's gonna be faster.
Okay.
I'm gonna dip it in 1 or 2 times, and then we're gonna put some breadcrumbs in and check. First, we're gonna check if the oil is hot and put it in.
Okay. So talking about the breadcrumbs.
Yes, the
Okay.
breadcrumbs is actually just regular breadcrumbs. You can get them from the store, you know,
Okay.
or you can make them on your own. It's just literally bread made into crumbs, and you have flour. I mix
Flour.
it with some flour just
Okay.
so that it sticks to the shrimp also.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so let's just do that once or twice.
So you dip it in the batter.
And then you're just gonna.
Okay.
And the good thing is you have the tail, so you can actually you don't have to put your hands
Right.
in there.
So that's why we keep the tail so that we have
Exactly.
the grip to do that.
Do that. So I'm just gonna use the spoon that I had here, just to double check if the batter is. And you see, if it comes up, that means the oil is ready, and we're gonna
Right.
put our shrimp in.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna lower it.
Okay.
Okay, and if you want, you could start
All right. Okay.
doing another one.
Okay.
Just dip it in.
Dip it.
1, 2, right?
It's so easy.
It's really easy. You can make this at home. I mean, you know, when everyone's at home, it's a treat for the kids as well.
Right.
So I'm just gonna turn this as you do that. So just,
Right. It fries so fast.
yes. And you need I'm gonna lower it so that you get the shrimp to cook nicely, but you just need a golden brown color for the shrimp. Okay, so now that we have our shrimp tempura, and as you can see, like, remember how I told you we stretch
Right.
it out, and it
Look at the shrimp.
It looks
Like,
good, right?
perfectly fried.
Thank you, with your help as well.
Thank you.
So now we're actually gonna make the sushi roll.
Oh, okay.
So I know that you're, you know, familiar with sushi, but I don't know if our viewers
Right.
know. So like, let's.
I haven't tried this at home, so you know, as I said like earlier,
Yeah.
it's the first time that I'm seeing all this, how it's made and how it's rolled. So I'm just excited.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna make this when you go home as well. Okay, so this is a bamboo sushi mat, and I just covered it with some plastic wrap. Just so that like for you know, it's easier when you're cleaning, because we're gonna put some rice on this mat and we're gonna, you know, make it into the sushi rolls. So it's easier to just throw it out afterward, the plastic wrap.
Right, so that it doesn't stick. And this is how they normally do, right? Like with the bamboo mat. This is what you prefer, right?
Yeah, it would be good if you can use a bamboo mat if it's your first time. If you're a pro, then you don't need the bamboo mat.
Okay.
You could use your own hands.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just gonna get the seaweed.
Okay.
And place it in the middle. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure it's the side that's gonna help the rice stick to it. And what we have, I told you, is 1 cup of rice, and this rice is actually brown rice, and I made it by mixing, you know, like the rice after it's cooked. You mix with it like 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar.
Okay.
A little bit of sugar for taste and a little bit of salt. I know it sounds weird, but it actually comes out really good when you actually make the sushi.
Okay.
So let's just get started. I'm just gonna use my hands and take the rice, just enough for now, and spread it. So you wanna make sure you spread the rice. It's very sticky, so I'm gonna spread it as much as I can, and then I'm gonna use a spoon to spread it a little more.
Okay. Like, I was just also just seeing the seaweed out here. It's like, you know, I'm seeing this for the first time. I only see it as in the restaurants, like you get to taste the seaweed. So is it like a thing to use seaweed like for sushi?
For sushi, preferably you could use it without it, but like I said, you have to be like someone who's used to making sushi and you can roll the rice. And the seaweed is actually an edible seaweed.
Okay.
So like there's different types, but this is seaweed and it's called nori.
Okay.
So it's an edible one. And when you go to the store and if you're looking for, you know, seaweed to make the sushi, you want to make sure you find a picture of a sushi on it, because there's different types of seaweed, and if it says roasted seaweed, it's actually for eating. It's not to make sushi.
Okay.
And if you try to bend it over, it'll probably crack before you make the sushi.
Okay, so it's kind of algae which is grown in seeds, right? Okay. So,
see, now you know.
Right. So like, it sounds so, you know, algae, eating algae, but it's like
it's
way,
an edible one.
It's an edible one.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you have to be careful, and you like, if you're the first time seeing seaweed, you want to make sure it's edible before you put it in your mouth. So now that we have the rice nicely spread out, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of sesame seeds.
Okay.
So we have 2 types of sesame seeds. We have black sesame seeds, and we have white. It looks brown, but it's actually called white sesame seeds.
Okay.
We're just gonna sprinkle on top of it, and yeah, everywhere. Okay. I'm just gonna take some of the white ones and just.
So you put the white ones more, or is it that same quantity?
Same quantity, however you prefer. It's the same taste, it's just a different color.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And now, so the thing is, you can make your sushi just like this. You could assemble all the ingredients right here, right on this line right here. Or what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it over. So what happens is at the end, the rice actually is showing on the outside.
Okay, so the rice is the outer layer.
Outer layer.
I thought this is the inside part of it.
You could. That's why I said you can do it. You could do it either way. You could put it on the inside or on the outside.
Okay.
And that's why I have the plastic wrap, so it's gonna be easier to roll it. And
Okay.
that's it.
All right.
Okay. And now we're just gonna assemble.
Right.
Thank you. So remember how I said you want the shrimp to be straight and stretched? So then when you put it, it's nice and straight. Okay, and we're just gonna put this one right here. And I'm just gonna cut the tail of one of them. So we can put it right in the middle.
So you want to put more shrimp it depends.
It depends
how you like it, right?
How you like it, because usually I've seen many people put only 2 pieces of shrimp, but I prefer to have shrimp in every single bite.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I put 3 shrimps, and so you get an equal amount of shrimp. So now that we put the shrimp, we can put the avocado.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll hold it for you.
Thank you. And just gonna put it right on top.
Okay. So you need more like thinly sliced avocados?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna cut this a little bit more. And put this back. I don't need this part. Just thinly sliced. And I'm not gonna put too much, just enough to spread it around.
Right.
Then we have some cucumbers, which I said we cut into small pieces. I'm just gonna take, 3 or 4 pieces, just so that you get a little taste of it in your bite.
Okay.
And now that we are done with the cucumbers,
All right.
we have some cream cheese.
Cheese. Okay.
And this is just to make it a little bit more tastier. You don't have to put the cream cheese if if you don't like cream cheese. But I already cut them into small pieces, so I'm just gonna put it around the shrimp so that in every bite, I'm just gonna spread it with my hand.
Okay.
Across. Okay. And I just need one more just to spread it evenly across the.
Looks so colorful.
Yes. That's the thing. Sushi, you can go any way. You can put more, you can put less, whatever your preference is.
Okay.
Now that we put our main ingredients, we're just gonna put some mayonnaise. I'm gonna use this spoon that we have. I'm gonna put it on top of the cream cheese, just enough to spread it around. You don't need too much, just enough to get a little taste of mayonnaise. And I'm gonna put a little hot sauce, or I'm actually gonna use sriracha sauce, but you could use hot sauce, any type of sauce that you like.
Okay. So mayonnaise normally goes good with any dish, even if it's bread or any dishes.
Yes.
It's a perfect combination.
You can't go wrong with mayonnaise.
Right.
Okay, and now we're just gonna put a little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper. You want a little bit.
Yes,
of
absolutely.
taste
Every
in
dish
everything.
needs to have a little bit of salt and pepper.
Pepper, yes. I'm just gonna tap it a little bit, just around, not too much, just for taste. A little bit of black pepper. Like I said, you're putting in I'm putting in some sriracha sauce, so you don't want to put too much black pepper and then it becomes too spicy for you. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then finally, we're gonna put some sriracha sauce. You need a spoon for that. You just spread it over. I'm gonna use my avocado and just spread it across. Not too much because it is spicy.
Yep.
So.
Sriracha sauce, for the guys who don't know, it's more of like chili sauce where we get in India and any other part of, it's more of chili based.
Chili based.
Right.
So, I mean, it's not as spicy as, I feel it's not as spicy as hot sauce, but different people, different tastes. Okay. So now that we've finished putting in the ingredients, we're gonna start rolling it. Okay. So I'm just gonna ask if I can get a little space. And because I have a lot of stuff, I'm gonna fold the cucumbers and I'm just gonna fold it over.
You see, this is the technique. That's why you use the bamboo shoot.
Yeah,
the bamboo mat, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I used the plastic wrap because you saw all the sauces that I put in.
Yeah.
It's gonna get everywhere. So you're just gonna tightly close it.
Okay.
And let it go. So you can see.
Wow, look at that.
And then now I'm just gonna go one more time. Just lightly. You don't need to do it too hard. Okay. And then finally, one more wrap. Slightly. I'm just gonna make sure every corner is nicely folded in, and there you go.
Okay, oh my god, look at that.
So this is our sushi roll. So now that we've rolled our sushi, and this is the shrimp tempura roll, now I'm just gonna cut it into pieces, and we're gonna, are you ready to eat?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we're just gonna cut it into pieces and we're gonna eat it.
Right.
Okay, so usually it would be best if you cut it half first, so that it's easier. And then you just make sure your knife is nice and sharp.
Okay.
Because you won't actually want this to cut and not like make a mess out of it. And I'm just gonna make 6 pieces out of it.
Right. So that gradually you just cut from the sides, right? Like in small pieces.
Yeah.
And Tessie, you know anything about tempura? Like, just how did it originate, its history?
So sushi itself actually came 2,000 years ago to Japan.
Oh.
And yeah, it's a very long time. And the thing is, Japan was a closed port, so they didn't invite much people. But finally, when there was actual trade happening, they actually did this as a process to preserve the fish by using fermented rice and seaweed. So that's why they use that.
It's kind of good knowledge to know about, how sushi came to Japan.
Exactly. So now I'm just gonna, you see how it's very sticky, so you have to make sure you're not holding too hard on it. And don't squeeze it because it could actually come out. And the ends you typically don't eat, but we're just gonna use it for show.
Right. Got the plate for you.
Thank you.
This is the plating plate where I set it for you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take one piece.
Okay.
As you can see, you see the avocado, you see the shrimp, you see the cream cheese.
Oh, look at that. Right.
You see everything. You see the celery. So it's a very nice way of eating sushi because you could actually see what you're eating.
Right. You get everything. You get to see everything, all the layers.
So now that we've assembled it, are you ready to eat?
Oh, you definitely look at this, Tessie. Oh my god, it looks so amazing.
Thank you. So I'm not used to using chopsticks, but if you're okay with chopsticks, then you could use chopsticks.
Yes, definitely. That's how they eat it. So let me just give it a try first of all. And what is this, Tessie? I see that there is
there's some ginger slices and then wasabi. You have to be very careful with it. If you don't want it, you don't have to, but it's always good to try it just a tiny bit.
Okay.
It's very, very spicy.
When I tried the restaurant, it was too spicy and too hot. So
you probably put a lot of wasabi on them.
Right.
So I'm gonna use my hands and you could use your chopstick.
This is it, guys.
This is it.
I'm just waiting for this in so many days, you know that? So, here we go.
How is it?
Oh my god.
It's good?
Oh. Amazing, Tessie. Same taste. Same taste that I always tried in the restaurants.
Really? Awesome. So there you go. You can make it at home.
Absolutely. This is so tasty. I have to tell you, the shrimp, the avocados, especially the seaweed.
You taste it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It gives a perfect punch to the taste.
Little crunchy in there.
Right.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Tessie, for showing us about this dish, helping us to learn more about Japanese culture. So I hope to see you in many more dishes and episodes so you can teach us what the culture is all about. Thank you so much.
Thank you.